it was just one of the open spaces.
I was on the common every day. Every day.
It was a good place for exercising dogs, or a big place for exercising your dog.
We used to go up Blackberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, come up there because they had all blackberry trees everywhere. We all got covered in it, but it was great fun, you know.
At the top of the common we used to go blackberry.
So that really was our outing, and we couldn't afford holidays, so the commons are so important in the 1930s because you had most of the flats or houses you lived in got pokey backyards. So your only opportunities to have greenery and trees and things was the commons. The poorer people went to.
Yeah.
But you can
They
find
were quite
out.
social, very social. You've got to know an awful lot of people by going up there and having picnics and that.
Well, all I can remember of Streatham Common was when I was a lad. At the top of the common, there was a bandstand. I can never remember a band playing there, but there was a bandstand there anyway. I suppose they played music at some time or the other. And then on a Sunday evening, there was meetings up there, you know, political meetings.
I don't know about open air meetings either, do you? Do they have open air meetings?
And some of the suffragettes used to meet on the common years back. They had rallies there. Like most commons, it's been a place for rallies or protests. But that was the one I remember the suffragettes reading about.
Well, I know there's right at the top of the common, just opposite the cafe there, it's a big horse's trot, which is now full of flowers.
They used to be right down on the front, facing the main road. They used to have a horse trough there. You knew that? Yeah. It's up the top now. It's still there, but it's on the top.
I lived opposite the common. I lived next door to Emmanuel Church.
So we came up during the war, 1942, and of course we were made to see all the barrage balloons on the common. And of course there was after the war you had the prefabricated houses, which were very useful, and some of them looked after them beautifully. They didn't want to leave, they were there a long time after the war.
We lived in Wellfield Road, which is very close to the common. And in those days, you didn't have to worry about going out as children. You just went out and you were given jam sandwiches or something and just go back and come back when you'd had enough.
And it was a spa at one time, where people used to come along to the common and promenade, you know, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite an event.
If we were going shopping, we'd come out of college, outside the gates and stop, and then you look both ways. Which way? Tooting for quantity, Streatham for quality.
Then it went into the doldrums, and then of course it became quite wealthy again with the advent of the railways to Streatham, and that's when Streatham became very, very prosperous. So it has its ups and downs, but the commons, fortunately, always been a central part to it and hasn't changed that much. There's less trees, we've lost some of our beautiful trees, some of the willows have gone. Of course their age, and perhaps they weren't looked after as well as they might have been.
The big story about Streatham Common, which has been on the news quite a lot actually, is during the 1966 World Cup, and the actual cup, which is solid gold, was stolen.
Oh.
And police said we were looking for it, and I just couldn't find it, and I mean it's worth thousands of pounds, and they wanted it in time to present it to the finalists when they won the cup, which, you know, we'd won eventually, as you know. And what happened was there was this man walking his dog, Jack Russell, was it? Pickles, his name was.
Yeah, I remember.
And in the bushes, I think it's just by the main entrance there, he was sort of sniffing around and that, and he called him away, but he was insistent on sort of smelling around there. When he went there, he found this paper bag, and in the paper bag was this gold cup, World Cup. So somebody had obviously stolen it, he must have panicked and put it in these bushes. And I think he got a prize, I think, or he got a ticket for the final or something like that, you know, because, you know, talking about quite a few £1,000s worth of gold there, you know, because that one, I think, was made of solid gold. I don't know about the one now, but that one made of solid gold.